Alright, here we are in our next series, XCL versus Throw. XCL going to be running Bungo, Goliath, Venezia, Hull, Grozavoy, Delny, Halland. Meanwhile, Throw going with Bungo, Zhao, Stalingrad, Prince van Orange, Attila Regolio, Halland, Ragnar. Look at some builds. We got Delny with, Fearless Brawler, AFT. We got some Halland action with the Legendary module. Hull up behind that is going to be running AFT. General Merch, Cyber the Expert, Superintendent. Grozavoy, recently buffed, by the way. Had a massive reload buff with the last patch. We were on the Legendary mod there. We got a Goliath. Range mod? A range mod Goliath. That hurts to see. Venezia running reload mod, no legendary mode actually. Eye in the Sky as well. And then finally we have the Bungo running this for some reason. What? Why? Anyway. Meanwhile, having got the throws builds down at the bottom. We have the Halland, also going to be running the legendary module. We have a Legmon Zhao. The Stalingrad running heavy AP, no survivability expert. We've got Prince van Orange here with the airstrike mod in slot 4. Regolo with Dazzle. We got the Ragnar, which is inherently underpowered, you know this. And finally, out of turn Mungo. So we got Bungo on Bungo violence. Some early trading back and forth with a collision over on the 910 line. Looks like there's going to be heavy focus over this 910 line, denying the push. Both Bungo's going to be taking, Bungo of Melvin is going to be absolutely hammered here, running at the whole Grozavoy, Delny, and Venezia. Regolo and Ragnar going to be kiting their way out of this. I think the Grozavoy is going to be taking a fair bit of damage on the way. Did use his smoke as well, but he's still spotted. Meanwhile, both Halland's going to be like avoiding each other. Good talk. Bit of a stalemate going on at the minute, but this will break eventually. 3-point lead. Currently for Throw. Depending on what tick you look at it at. Those torpedoes towards the regular one, Ragnar, do look a little bit dangerous there. Regular of your doom does collect one. Vanguard with radar position does allow him to force back the Halland. He's going to be taking a bit of a shelling for this now. And throw will take the A cap. Hull goes down at the regular. Grow strengthen their position. They are losing quite a bit of health on some of their ships around here, though. Top of the hut now being forced back by the Grozavoy and Halland of XCL. Prince on Orange there has taken quite a lot of damage during all of this. Looks like it may be time for Throw to think about potentially doing a repush up here now that everything is now that all of these are rotated so they can get control of this. Kappa is very low. It just needs to sit back, relax, use all of his heals up before he considers doing anything else because he's very, very much in danger. There's a Zhao pushing Toby Asho. Didn't realize Toby still played the game. Delny getting slapped about over there. What is currently the plan for XCL then?
Brats, they are about to win, in spite of my economic genius.
Doesn't look like they really have one. It looks like they're going to try and force their bungo through the middle and hope something happens. They're contesting the A cap again with Haaland. And they're just going to try and airstrike that out. I mean, Haaland will be able to eventually take this. Nothing's really stopping it right now. He just has to, like, wait for the next Stalingrad radar, I guess. If he caps now, Stalin doesn't have the radar timing. All quiet right now. But I see something happening in the middle. blob of Bungo, Elney, and Grozavoy. Haaland does finally take the cap back, but Throw still win on one cap right now because it took so long. XCL gonna have to make some moves. Gonna have to look for a kill. Have to look to try and maybe find a way to get in at the home cap. There's like, you know, a Zhao versus Goliath fight that is well, it's pretty much a limp noodle fight. Only taking a slapping and just evaporating completely to a bungo salvo. And now this is looking pretty bad for XCL. They have like no way back into this. The Grozavoy is also getting caught here. Another bungo salvo coming in. We see the laser from above. Melvin just removing ships left and right. This looks like a very comfortable victory for Throw. 7 ships to fall. And Throw will take game number 1. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break while we wait for game number 2 to start because I need to wee. Important. Mm-hmm. Well, what was the thing? So, moving on to map number 2. Next map is going to be Hotspot. Hey, people on. have a quick snack there because I need food in my life. All right, number 2 will be hotspot. Okay, there are my DMs again. We've had 2 teams forfeit now. All right, YOLO K and XFQ have both forfeited all of their games today. How's it going? Wait, why is that happening? I'm very confused. How is that? Has that been triggered? I don't know how that. You know what? Whatever. Okay. I don't know how we've had 3 giveaways. Had 3. What? Why are you asking if streamers are ready? Never ask if streamers are ready. Streamers are always ready. Streamers are alt-tab busy sorting other things in the background waiting for the game to drop. Oh dear. Who even is my next game? Oh, this one. Hey, we'll figure it out when we get there. Go. Go, 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 go. Go, go. Go. Begin. We're dropping. Wunderbar. Alright, so XCL in green will be running Montana, Stalingrad, Napoli, Gudenloo, Z52, Holland, Trump. Meanwhile, in red, Throw will be running Rhode Island, Zau, Cerberus, Princevan, Orange, Z42, Holland, and Ragnar. Build not available. What the fuck? That's new. Alright, Montana, this stuff. Blue, that stuff. Trump, that stuff. Holland, that stuff. There's your builds anyway. Look at the red ones. Cerberus, Dow, Ragnar, Z42, Holland, Prince on Orange, the Rhode Island. Cool. Do-do-do-do. Look at the initial deployments. Going to be sending over to the ACAP. Looks like we're going to have the Halland, Montana. Actually, Stalin and Hollingrad. Yes, that's definitely what I was trying to say. The Halland and Stalingrad will be heading over to A. Actually, Halland's just going for deep spots currently. Yeah, it looks like he's going for deep spots rather than a direct path. Looks like we might be sending in Napoli across this way as well. We're going to have Montana potentially hovering here. Blue, that way Trump, that way, and ZV2 sitting here trying to do a Hydrobot. Meanwhile, for the red team, we're going to be having this blob is going to try and go up there and up there. We're going to be sending the Prince on Orange there to sit there and be an airstrike bot. Island is going to zone. Zed is going to sit behind this island and just play Hydrobot. And then I'm going to have Cerberus to just that kind of stuff. As you see, the Z's are hydroing together, and there comes the glue airstrikes. Yay, airstrikes! Exactly what you want to see in your Z42 as you're sat there against this rock. Enjoy. Plus the Trump airstrikes. Meanwhile, the counter airstrikes coming in from the Prince on Orange. Ragnar radar does pick up the Holland over there in the background. Change one setting quickly. Graphics. Where is the fog transfer? White. There we go. That's better. I can see now. Alan and Trump in the foreground there apparently had a bit of a running into each other. Oh, it was two torps. Alan caught two torps on the Trump. Well, the Zeds are going to be hydering each other for a while. Been hydering each other. It looks like both hydros are about to go down now. And, well, actually, Rose, look at another 30 seconds on theirs. Are they going to be able to find much punishing on the ZV2? They're going for it, but they're not really finding much on this. Get one more airstrike towards them, that'll be it. That'll be a bit of a reset on that flank. What's happening on this side then? Zhao and Ragnar also trying to get the long range salvos in here too. Like XCL might be leaving the cap? They're just giving it up completely? Cerberus taking a massive chunk over there in the background. What did chunk them there? We can tell. Man. What chunked you, Cerberus? The Montana. Vanguard, Napoli, and Holland look like they might be about to make a push here. Big hit onto Kath from the Montana as well. Montana managed to land a couple of good salvos recently. One on the Cerberus over there, and then again on the Rhode Island. Stalingrad here is going to be the focus of this Ragnar plus Zhao. Ragnar needs to be careful of these torpedoes. Engine boost on does dodge just past the last one there. Haaland getting spotted by opening up there. Robo are able to just flat out take C-Cap, and now we're rotating the Z42 towards the middle to see what they can do about this push. Ragnar going to be parking himself up towards the B-Cap, ready to fight both the Haaland and the Z42. That was going to be a bit of an awkward situation because he's going to have the Stalingrad and the Napoli towards him. And the Ragnar doesn't really want to be like stuck versus either of those two alone. It looks like there may be a chance that they are forced to give up this cap. Melvin going to start farming on the Montana, just in the case of that they might actually have to go for the home cap in a bit. Both Zeds about to right next to each other in hydro range, so this might be a brawl here. Yep. Zeds will hydro each other. And Melvin, not really in a very nice position here. Caught bow in, trying to reverse away from this. Trump airstrikes coming in. Looks like Melvin might actually go down here. Managed to reverse behind his rock. There is still a couple of airstrikes coming though. And in the meantime, the Z-52 is being battered in return, so big damage onto both of the Zeds. Looks like Throw will get the better of that one. Trump and Glue airstrikes not actually catching on the Z-42 to finish him off. Although they are doing a lot of damage to the Prince Van Orange. Holy. The Orange getting a bit of a slap there. Airstrikes coming in again on top of this Prince Van Orange and Z-42, but it's honestly not looking like the end of the world just yet. How are these hydros look? These torpedoes towards the Hydro Z could be painful still. Yep. Alan Torps will be taking down the Z. Came out at the worst possible timing. And Napoli's also going to be taking out the Zhao over here. Runs him down at the corner. So XCL pulling a bit back there. They are going to try and contest. Try and contest the Alpha Cap. Rhode Island radar comes out, does not find the Howland. Good and Lou kills the Prince on Orange there as well. Yeah, this is starting to look really bad for Throw, actually. Haaland gonna be... Are you actually on fire? Are you on fire? You're alive. You're alive. You are on fire. You're no longer alive. Well, this now back in Throw's favor again. Just. XCL not able to step on any of the caps currently. They might be able to pick up a kill on something. The Rhode Island is definitely in danger of going down to the Napoli on him, along with the Stalingrad. in Montana. They need to step on a cap. Which means the Stalingrad needs to get into B now. Rhode Island definitely being bullied here. Beaches. Does go down. They still need to step on a cap, though. Stalingrad has stepped on a cap. Ragnar going to be trying to work down this Montana, who's ran out of heals completely. He's definitely killable, especially if you have the Cerberus combined firepower with it. Those torpedoes towards the Trump there aren't going to connect. But the Montana's definitely a kill potential. But even if the Montana goes down, that's not going to be enough. Mostly, they might lose sight on the... They might be about to lose line of sight on the Montana here entirely as well. We need to get some fires on this Montana. Did they catch anything on fire? How many fires are you on right now? You're on one. You get a second fire. Cerberus still have shots? Cerberus doesn't have shots. And it looks like the Montana might actually survive this. He has no heals, but he has no heal of Damacon, but that fire might just burn out and that might just be the end of him. Cerberus salvo's coming in towards him. Does not connect. Airstrikes, however, do connect, and yeah, they're going to be painful. Glue now going to be focused at the eye. We also have the Haaland of Yadum is going to get on the backside of the glue. Oh, this got messy, didn't it? This is all about how many kills it would actually get. Also, apparently Montana managed to find a heal out of nowhere. Looks like he just grew a heal. Must have been from one of his commander talents. Ragnar picks up the Gunlu. But throw are currently pointless. Capless. So they're going to try and kill off this Trump using the leg mod Haaland. And try not to have their Trump and Cerberus ran down by everything else. You do him taking a bit of a battering there. Is he going to be able to finish off this Trump? They finish off the Trump. That's still not enough to win, though. Because we still have 6 minutes and... We still have 7 minutes on the game clock, somehow. Now, if they can get the Montana kill, that will be enough to put them back in the lead. However, this is still encroaching. Montana kill is definitely a possibility right now. The Montana finds his Cerberus. Okay, this might now got a lot more difficult to throw. It looks like they're going to have to send both the Ragnar and the Haaland on to DPMing this Montana at the same time. And once again, we have no idea if this Montana actually has any heals remaining. What is going on with this? What is going on with this heal meter? Why is it hanging out the back end of it? Why is the heal meter currently in the negative? That's an interesting bug. That's a cute little UI glitch, isn't it? The Ragnar survived with 6 health, but finally goes down, and that should be it. It's now just your doom. Well, you're going to connect a torpedo too. He's going to get that kill. So unless your doom wants to go for the 2 versus 1 against these two, which good luck to him. I don't think he even has the Alpha Strike to kill either of those. This should be going in XCL's way. Although it did get a little bit muddy towards the end there. Very muddy.
Minutes left for me to triumph.
XCL will take their third cap. 20 seconds left on the board. This round robin stage will go 1-1. Yes, and then yes. Oh, I've lost my mouse. There it is.